So we were in dire straits. And yet at the same time, we recognized that some of the things we were doing, some of the habits that we were pulling back into our world were unhealthy for us at this stage of life. That the walks were healthy, the communication was healthy, drinking water over the 9 cups of coffee you need to have to stay awake in a hospital all day long.
Right.
And, eating out of vending machines, which to me became an M&M obsession. We stopped comparing it to home, started living it as our life, and made the transition in our head to gravitate towards the healthier side and the healthier habits.
So we did a pretty good job of recreating a new routine that served us well when we're in the city for 47 days. And now that we're back home and we're grieving the loss of our son and we're trying to find a way back to our previous routine, but it also is never going to be the same because we have this hangover of losing Markham and, trying to find a new normal. And it's not that easy. Sure, I can get up at 4 o'clock and I can do those little check boxes, but he's gone now. So we're trying to figure out, how do we honor him? How do we bring him into our daily routine to always remember him with joy? So here's a couple questions our team put together. The video was 8 things that are a complete waste of your money from Roy Lewis. Here's his question. At our age, we all have friends and relatives that age and pass away. How do you decide which service to go to? Travel, motels, closeness to the person or family. You can't go to them all. You probably have a good story on this from your mom. Your mom would say that the most important thing you can do to show kindness, I'm stealing your words.
No, she said, my mom would say, showing up for people at their biggest time of joy, marriage, birth of a baby, or their biggest loss, death of someone in their family, is really important to you. And it really is important to the character and the preciousness of your relationship with that person. So, Roy, I would say, if you can go to as many as you can go to and show up for people who have lost somebody, I tell my kids and Mark and I, we show up.
Yeah.
Just show up.
Push the limit. So you can't go to all of them. You just can't. But it really have to think about who these people are, what they mean to you, what the person who passed away meant to you. And we know this because we have a lot of people asking us questions. When is Markham service? When is Markham service? And we don't know yet. But there's this desire to show up and pay your respects for the love of the people who are still alive.
Right.
Okay. Here's a question from Entropy Q41. Define retire. Are you too truly retired if you still have retirement transformed and still put time into this YouTube production? Or are you semi-retired? Is retirement zero work? Easier work but different? Pivot to a new but busy career? So I fully believe that everybody has a calling bigger than what they know it is. And for me, my calling right now is this: to help people make the transition into retirement, because my father failed at it, we failed at it, and we don't want that for us. We don't want it for you. We don't want it for our kids. So what is your calling? What is something that you could do? Volunteering 1 day a week. It's going to give you purpose, because when you leave your career, whether you liked your job or not, you had that purpose. And if you just enter retirement and don't have any structure, any plans, any way in which to give back, you're going to start to drift. And we see it time and time again. My dad drifted and he died way before he needed to in his retirement.